This is some top 10 list. I'm wearing a glove. Okay, so I did my best to try to get the top 10 list done last week, but real life events happened with my new job, and I was trying my best to get it done over the weekend, but I did make a promise to the lovely sponsor of this video, Gaomon, that around this time I would release a video reviewing this tablet that they were really awesome to let me review. In the past, I did review one of their like regular pen tablets that it was actually a pretty good tablet. Still works to this day, and I've been using it for a lot of my projects until I got this baby. They contacted me asking if I wanted to review one of their screen tablets, and it's just like, yeah. I've been heavily interested in screen tablets. They've been a little bit out of my price range, but for Gaomon, the prices are actually not that bad when you compare it to other types of tablets. Like, the prices are actually pretty reasonable for what you're getting. They sent me the PD1560. It is their 15-inch screen tablet, which it does fit my desk perfectly. It honestly acts like a second display, but with a touch sensor. So I can either have my desktop just get reflected onto this display, or I can extend the display. So I can, I don't know, watch a video on my main display while drawing something on the tablet itself. So you got your options right there. The package itself came with a drawing glove, the stylus, which you do have to charge it does give you a charger for it. If something actually happens to the tip of your stylus, they actually give you replacement tips and a way to properly remove them, so that's pretty cool. They also give you the cables that are necessary to connect your tablet to the computer and attach it as another display. It's not like a regular tablet where you just plug in a USB and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. This requires an HDMI and a few other cables. So I asked my friend Matt about how can I attach this, because he actually helped me make this computer for me, and I'm not the best when it comes to computer tech. The graphics card that I have only has one HDMI output, and I think it's either a VGA or a DVI output for my my monitor. I was using an HDMI cable for my monitor, but I got a VGA cable to connect it from my graphic card to my display, so my display can still work while I can use the HDMI cable that was provided with this screen to hook it up to my graphics card. It actually gives you instructions on how to set this up, and if you have like any questions, just look at your graphics card, see what it can do for your outputs, for your displays and whatnot, because this does require an HDMI output connection. So if you have any other HDMI outputs, it shouldn't be a problem. If you only have one HDMI output, see what else you can use on your graphics card. Again, I had the VGA. All I had to do was just go to Officeworks and just buy a cable for the VGA to connect to my display, so now I can have both of my displays working. If that makes any sense. If not, this thing has like instructions on how to do it, and also tutorials are all over YouTube if you have any questions on how to set this thing up. But for the most part, it was pretty easy. It just got a little complicated when it came to connecting the display because of my graphic card, but I found a way around it. I got this thing to work. While practicing with it, I just found myself having a lot of fun, but also it felt like I had a lot more control over my line art. It was like a much better grip on this screen. I was actually surprised with how well the connection was. As in, like, when I'm drawing like a line, because line art can be very difficult for graphic artists unless you like practice really hard at it and you just do it like that. I envy you. But for me, it's very difficult because I have like, sometimes I get like really nervous and shake my hands, and it's just like, why won't you work? It felt like I had more control on this. Like the previous tablet I had, somewhat of the same experience, but it felt a little slippery every now and then, and sometimes I would just give up and go right back to vector line tools. This one, for this video, with my drawings, I am just drawing straight from my original sketches from my sketchbook. No vector line art. It's just me doing the line art and showing you, like, just how much easier it was for me to do the line art using this display. So without further ado, let's get drawing! And what am I drawing, you may ask? I actually reached out to you guys on Twitter asking what would you like to see, and the majority of you voted for my little YouTube avatar drawn in different anime art styles. So let's see if I get close enough to these iconic art styles. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Alright, let's start with the first design. Let's go with Sailor Moon. I went with the first classic design because that seems to be the most recognizable design that they're using everywhere in all their promos and cafes and merchandise, etc. This classic first design of hers, the one with, you know, all of the eye shines, the striped eye shines, etc. And when you use this kind of style, it's like, oh, that's the Sailor Moon design. People are still getting used to the crystal look, and you know, they're still the iconic manga look, but we're gonna go with the classic one. This was basically my style growing up in middle school and high school, just like drawing nothing but Sailor Moon. I think the one Sailor Scout that I kept drawing the most was Sailor Neptune, only because I could draw her hair better than most of the other characters. Like, Usagi's hair just kept upsetting me. Like, for some reason it always looked wrong, but with Neptune it felt like for some reason I could draw her the most. So if you like go digging at my parents' house for any of my old sketches, because I think I still have them. They should honestly just toss them, but I was just such an advocate for like saving all of my old drawings that I just put them in storage and left them to rot in my garage. I'm not even sure if they kept it because my old house actually burned down, if you guys remember that. When I shortly after I moved to Australia to live with my husband, my house that I used to live in Florida burnt down because of electrical fault. Everyone made it out except for one of my cats, sadly, when she had to pass away. But they eventually gathered all of the things that were still saved from the fire. I think the majority of the stuff that was in the shed was fine, so I think my sketches are okay. I'll ask my mom and dad if they still have my old sketches and just tell them, you know, you can just toss them. I don't care anymore. I think like the majority of the sketches in that drawer would just be me drawing Sailor Neptune, because it's like, that's the one Sailor Scout I can draw. I even remember like just drawing like a whole bunch of like fan comics. Everyone who knew me in middle school and high school knew that I was drawing like a lot of like Sailor Moon fan comics, and it's just like just thinking about the stories that I made back then. Cringe. Do you want me to talk about that in another video? Just all the cringy fan fictions that I made way back when. Like, I was honestly, my attention span to do it on like fanfiction.net was not that high. I think I did one chapter of like a Sailor Neptune, Sailor Uranus origin story. Like how they met and why they became a couple, etc, etc. I think I only did like one chapter of that and just got bored and moved on to the next thing. That was me as a kid. Like, I tried to start one thing, got bored with it, and moved on to the next thing. My attention span was non-existent. But basically, Sailor Moon was my life. It was my childhood. I love Sailor Moon. I still love Sailor Moon to this day. Definitely looking forward to the Sailor Moon movies that will eventually come out. And there you have it. Do you think I captured the look pretty close enough? Yes? No? Leave your comments down below. I think I kinda captured it. If I had more time to like sketch these out, it would be a little cleaner, but I'm actually okay with this because I think I just drew this in like a half an hour or just a little bit, so it's not bad, you know, for something that's like line arted and colored in like 30 minutes. This is what I would look like if I was in the Sailor Moon anime one day. Dragon Ball Z, and I went with the Bulma eyes because the female eyes in the Dragon Ball world are a little different than the male eyes, and like there are a lot of different eye styles. Like, you have like the round eyes like with Mr. Popo, you have like the angry eye looks like from Goku and Vegeta and Piccolo, and a lot of the dudes are just angry. You guys gotta like smile every once in a while, but I think Goku will smile Goku smiles a lot, but when he's serious it's like angry eyes. Same with Gohan. Krillin has his own set. But a lot of the ladies have like these really big expressive eyes, especially Bulma. Still fits in pretty well with the rest of the art style, so that's pretty much what I was going with. Just if I was in the world of Dragon Ball Z, I would probably have eyes similar to Bulma's. Trying to remember, like, when I was watching Toonami, like, when I first got into Dragon Ball Z, because I wasn't really interested in first, because I just was really into, like, action shows, but I think it was just the drama of Dragon Ball Z that caught my attention, finally. I think it was the Frieza saga that grabbed me, and, I think it was, like, right before, like, they try to summon the Dragon Balls, and then Frieza shows up, and I think the Dragon Balls just, like, disappeared because the great Kami passed away. I do not remember, but it's right around the time when they resurrected Piccolo and he had to find his way to go back to the planet Namek. I think that was around the time when I first got into Dragon Ball Z. Like with Sailor Moon, I just picked a random episode, and that was when, like, Sailor Moon got, like, captured by Prince Diamond. That was my first episode of Sailor Moon, so that's pretty much, like, how I started watching Sailor Moon. Dragon Ball Z is just during the Frieza arc, so let me know. Like, did you guys, when you watched Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball Z, did you start from the very beginning? Or you're like me when you watched Toonami and it was just like, oh, hey, let's just watch this. And it was just a random episode. Leave your comments down below. Can't really decide on a favorite character. Like, the popular one is Vegeta, but, like, you can't help but love Vegeta. But at the same time, I do feel bad for him and just think, like, people, like, I don't know, like, the writers just really like messing with Vegeta. The guy cannot catch his own victory. It's always him having to do, like, the majority of the work, and then Goku or Gohan come in to, like, mostly Goku. They'll just come in and just take the victory. It's like, can't Vegeta have one? Can't he have just one? That's why, like, the Frieza movie just pissed me off. Like, this should have been, like Vegeta's time. This should have been his moment to, like, save everyone. But, again, Goku had to, like, step in, and it's just like, really? Freaking really? Goku always has, like, to solve everyone's problems. It's just, ugh. It's always the Goku show. But let me know what you think about Dragon Ball Z in the comments down below. And there you have it! I kinda look like a derp, but that's just me being mean to myself. Like, these eyes are not easy to draw. And again, I drew this in, like, 30 minutes. It was rushed, but I still had fun drawing it, and I think it looks okay. It could be a bit better, but that's just me rushing things. Like, I had a lot of control with this tablet and drawing the line art, but it's just me rushing myself, and I could do this a bit better with a bit more time, but I'm just having fun, and it kind of looks a little derpy, but I still like it. This is what I would look like if I was in the world of Dragon Ball Z. Now I think we should go into an art style that is highly praised from, like, everyone in the anime community, Kyoto Animation. Like, they always have that distinct look with their female characters, with the eyes and just how gorgeous they look, and it's just, there's just something special about Kyoto Animation, how they draw their characters with their big expressive eyes. They just look precious. There's just something about their eyes that just makes them look so innocent but beautiful at the same time. I think, like, the eye style that I was going towards that seemed a bit easier for me was Tamako Market. Like, they really had expressive eyes with that one. Same style as Hibiki Euphonium, but I just looked at Hibiki Euphonium and I couldn't really find a good reference photo to use, so I was just like, well, Tamako Market, let's just go with that. But Kyoto Ani also animated Haruhi Suzumiya and Lucky Star and Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, so their art style can switch around if necessary, but for the most part, they're just known for having these gorgeous, gorgeous eyes. There was that one time where they kind of got into a bit of controversy because how dare they animate free, but, like, I'm sorry, but Kyoto Animation just doesn't belong to one set of fandom. And I mean, I get it, like, they're known for drawing these cutesy, adorable female characters, and when, like, they start drawing other characters, you're just like, wee! But at the same time, it's like, can't they just expand their horizons and try new things? No? Okay then. And I love Free. Free is a very, very, very good series of, like, you know, drama and high school and what to do in the future, etc. Definitely recommend it. It gave you the tears and relatable stories of, you know, leaving high school and what you planned on doing in the future, etc. It really tugs at your heartstrings, and it definitely has relatable stories. But if there's, like, one Kyoto Animation anime that you would want me to recommend, like, hey, out of all of Kyoto Animation, which one would you recommend? I would definitely say Violet Evergarden. It is definitely their most beautiful work, their most detailed work, and the story is just so gripping and heartfelt, and you're gonna shed a few tears. Like, it is such a beautiful, beautiful story, beautiful animation. It's definitely Kyoto Animation's best work. But they also made a movie called Silent Voice, which is also a really, really good movie. So definitely check that one out. Okay, now zooming in and looking at this. Oh, I could have done the eyes a bit better. I know this is a rush job and I'm just like, they should be fine. But I'm looking at this like, maybe I could have just done the eyes a bit better. But I'd say it looks okay. So let me know what you think of this approach to the Kyoto Animation art style. And you tell me, what is your favorite Kyoto anime? Leave your answers in the comments down below. Alright, now let's really get into this. Let's see what I would look like in the world of JoJo. Oh, like, it's mostly known for the men of the show, like Jonathan, Joseph, Jotaro, Josuke, and Giovanna Giorno, and all the side characters like Bucciarati, and Mista, and Kakyoin, and Polnareff. All of these amazing male characters, and there's a handful of like female characters like Arina, Lisa, Suzy Q, Holly, Raimi, and Trish. And there's also the psycho hair girl, pretty much the queen of yanderes, as people told me later on that the girl who had the hair ability, the hair stand, she was the first ever yandere, and every yandere ever since then was modeled after her. And it's like, I can see that. Like, she's a definite like neutral beginner's guide to being a yandere. Still don't know why Koichi would be interested in her after everything she did, but love is love. Still having a hard time like picking my favorite season. I think as of right now, my favorite season definitely is Golden Wind, as I really felt for the characters, and Bucciarati is just so amazing to watch, and just the whole group is just one giant family. Like, it almost has the same basic plot as Stardust Crusaders, but it felt like there's a lot more heart put into the characters, and you definitely cried more for them. Like, you saluted the sacrifices they made for Stardust Crusaders, but with Golden Wind, you were just like, no one touches La Familia. They are the family. Do not touch the children, please. You definitely felt more for Golden Wind, but that's just me. So let me know in the comments which JoJo's Bizarre Adventure season is your favorite. I am trying to read Stone Ocean with Jolene Cujo. I'm still in the prison. I think I got to the part where she meets up with her dad, but it's been a while since I've read the manga, but I am trying. I'm trying to put some time aside to read Stone Ocean. Alright, I think I could have sculpted my head a bit better, but overall I'm pretty happy with this design. This is basically what I would look like if I was in the world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But let's just add a few things here and there. There we go, much better. So let me know what you think of this art style, and which season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure do you think I would fit in the most? Leave your answers in the comments down below. More likely you're gonna say Diamond is unbreakable because I did that Saved by the Bell segment. It's so 90s. It's my childhood. And finally, let's draw in the style of Rumiko Takahashi, aka the creator of Inuyasha. I chose this art style for two reasons. One, Yashahime is coming out, and that's the sequel to Inuyasha. Everyone's excited about that, so I just felt like, the atmosphere of the anime community is Inuyasha, so let's just draw that. But also, people are asking, what's my thoughts on Kirby Moreau. I made my tweet about his sad death, and I also made a comment in the second episode of our podcast, which we do have a podcast. If you guys want to check it out, we do it every Sunday night / Monday morning here in Australia. But it is sad. Like, he was like 48, 49, and it's like, that is too soon. We have like so many beloved actors and actresses that are almost reaching 100 years old, and just knowing someone this amazing, this genuine, and so like talented and sweet to pass away so suddenly and so soon, it's just, damn, you never want to hear that. It's exactly how I felt with like Robin Williams when he just suddenly passed away, and you just don't want to believe it. Like, Kirby was like the first voice of Goku from the Blue Ocean, sorry. I still have JoJo on my brain, Stone Ocean, Blue Ocean. No, he was the first voice of Goku in the Blue Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z. He was the voice of Troa, I believe, from Gundam Wing. And he was also mostly known as the voice of Moroku. Like, everyone just became a sudden fan of Kirby for Moroku, because his voice for Moroku is just so good. It is so perfect for his character. Like, if I ever did top 10 best English dubbed voices for characters, Kirby would be somewhere on the list, because, like, it just seems like his voice was made for the character. Much like with Crispin Freeman with Alucard, he's the only voice for Alucard for me. And I don't know, like Matthew Mercer with Jotaro Kujo, like his voice was just, so perfect for Jotaro. Kirby was just the perfect voice for Moroku to me, and it's just so sad when Yashahime gets announced, it's released, and they announced all of the original actors are back to reprise their roles, and you're excited to see everyone come back, and then life pretty much had to send us a subtle reminder as to why life is just not fair sometimes, and it sucks. It genuinely sucks. You hate to see it happen, but it's one of the sad facts of life. And Kirby, thank you for everything that you've done for the anime community. You were an amazing entertainer and an amazing actor. You will be heavily missed. So rest in peace, Kirby Moreau. Thank you for all that you've done for us. Alright, looking at this, yeah, I think it's close enough. I think my art style of Rumiko Takahashi's style would fit somewhere in the Inuyasha world. Let me know what you think. Do you think I captured Rumiko's style or not? Just leave your answers in the comments down below. Well, that was fun. I definitely think my attempt to draw Kyoto Annie was a little rough. I could have gone back and fixed the eyes a bit, but I was kind of timing myself. I did the majority of those sketches within 30 to 40 minutes. Like, I think there were a few that was like 27 minutes, a couple that were 36 minutes, but, you know, if I had more time to devote myself to doing these sketches, they would have been a bit better, but I was just showing you guys, you know, just how easy it is to work with these, pretty much how easy it is to work with this tablet, and just how smooth the line art is for me, and overall, it is probably my favorite tablet, just with how much of a grip I have with this pen tablet. I have like a little screen protector and the glove to make sure I don't scratch it or have any, you know, skin oils, you know, messing up the display, but it feels like I have a smoother and better control in regards to my line art and what I can do with, you know, how to color and whatnot. So I'm definitely gonna keep using this, and if you want to see more videos of me just drawing whatever, you know, just leave a comment down below. These drawing videos can be a lot of fun to make. I know I haven't drawn them in a while because it feels like I had to prioritize other videos, but these kinds of videos are actually a lot of fun to do. So if you want to see more of it, just leave a link, just leave a comment down below. Why am I saying link? Robyn. I had 2 cups of coffee before this. Ugh. Why am I always tired? Adulting is, you're always tired. It's like the Avengers, that's my secret. I'm always tired. But if you are interested in having your own screen tablet, just look at the links down below. Gaomon is having a huge sale. It's like a little Black Friday, Cyber Monday discounted sale on the majority of their products. This is the best time as any to get these tablets. Also, for the screen tablet that I was using, the PD1560, they are offering a 34% off deal just for Black Friday. So for $237.99, you too can have this one-of-a-kind screen tablet. I honestly think, you know, for the price, it is honestly pretty good. I've seen like a lot of reviews all over YouTube and Google praising Gaomon because of how easy it is to use these tablets and how affordable they can be. So if you are an artist interested in these screen tablets, but you have a budget, give Gaomon a try. Their customer service is actually on point, because I remember one time I didn't know I had to charge these pens, and I was just like freaking out thinking that like my tablet was dead, and I was contacting their customer service, and they answered me instantly, like, did you try plugging it in with the USB? And I'm like, oh, there. But definitely, like, if you are interested in any of their tablets and we're always wondering, for the prices that they're charging, is it worth it? I honestly think that they are. And if you're having difficulty with their products, again, reach out to them using their customer service. They are on there 24/7 to help you. So if you want to take advantage of this deal, again, click on the links down below to get your pen tablets for the holidays. And let me know what you think of these drawings. Is there any other art style you want me to use if we do this again? Like, oh, what if my avatar was drawn like this? What if it's drawn like that? Etc. Maybe next time I'll draw myself as a Disney princess. But let me know what you think of this video in the comments down below. Which art style did I draw that was your favorite? And if you want me to do another video like this in the future, just leave a comment down below. Coming up next will be, I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm serious this time, Top 10 Scariest Husbandosm Waifus of Anime. I know it's late. Adult responsibilities are getting in the way and I deeply apologize, but it is coming up. But thank you all so much for watching. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned. Anime America. Bye. Hey there, if you like what we do on this channel, be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. If you wish to support us financially, we do have a Patreon page with numerous rewards to fit your budget. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter @AnimeAmerica, and be sure to check out our other channel, Pop Spectrum. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, Anime America.